right, and I guess we're back with another episode. This is episode number, can't even tell you, even though it's not been that many. Um, episode is this episode's titled Repair Ratio. Repair Ratio. Reparations. A must. Is it a must? And I have my own opinion on it. It's a question I'm asking. We have dialogue. Tell me if you think I'm wrong. Tell me if you agree. I don't care. So, for me, personally, I believe reparations is a must. And, I feel like, there's a meme that goes around. It's gone around like, there's got some folks, they're like behind the fence in the baseball field, right? And they're looking towards home plate from like the outside fence, So where the outfield is at, they're behind that fence and they're looking in towards home plate, watching the game. And one of the guys is really short. It's probably like, maybe a child or maybe, just a shorter person, right? And the shorter person can't see, above the fence, right? He doesn't have, his head doesn't come above the fence so you can see the game, right? The next person, next to him, right, they have a medium, a little bit in between him and the person is next to him, right? So he's got a mid-height, right? And the mid-height guy can barely see over. His head is like right there. The fence is down here and his head comes just above it so he can see. And this other guy, really tall guy, and he's tall enough that his head clears it, and it's probably right here where the fence is at, the fence line, right? And that's an example of how, social economics is working and has been working. And technically it's not even just on, an American stage. I think, for me, reparations is not even just this, you need to do this for Black people in America. It's a repair for, the whole world. The world needs repair. Like there's a lot of things that America has done, even with my tax dollars, in other countries, right? And that part of the world needs repair because it got messed up, through really shitty foreign policy, right? And, it's like what we do, like we've been playing a game lately, is like having people that will be like, yeah, we don't really need reparations. We need good policy. And I agree, we do need good policy that affects everybody equally beneficially, right? So with that example, you see how my finger's like this? And here's that short person here who can't see above the fence, and the fence is like right there. You see it? The person can't see. When you say we want to deliver equal services to everybody, right? Now, everybody comes up and hey, maybe he can see the game a little bit more right now, right? You can see the game just a little bit more. His eyes come like just above the fence, like right here, But at the same time, if you move everybody up, then you still have the structure of this guy is higher than that guy, and this guy is higher than both of these other guys right here, right? And that's what happens when you have, things like healthcare, for all. If it affects everybody beneficially, that's great, right? But at the same time, something needs to be done to repair what's happened to this guy down here, right? Because he didn't get down there by himself, right? And, it's like he didn't get there now by himself, So this country here, specifically for African people, born in the Americas, ancestry tied to the Americas since slave trade, right? They've had laws specifically written. We've had laws specifically written for us, right? And I think it's really, it's a bullshit excuse, but it's also ingenuine to say that, now that since we've already written laws specifically for you, there's many laws specifically written for Black people, but now all of a sudden we can't write not even one law, two laws that specifically benefit Black people, just so we can get a little bit more even, right, with the rest of everybody else. And it's doable, it's workable. I've got certain other ideas on how to make that work. But this video's already going long. I realize, I'm just starting out. There's nobody that's really watching me yet. Checking for the ideas that I'm pitching out here. Trying to leave it shorter than 10 minutes. 5 to 10 minutes. I realize I don't want to take up too much of your time. So I know even for me, like if I want to watch somebody new, there's a potential that I actually like this person enough that I'm gonna watch them repeatedly, and now I gotta fit it into all the other stuff I'm already repeatedly watching from other content creators. So even if you're gonna be fair weather and check in, once every 6 months, once every couple months and see what this guy got going on, and I'm posting consistently like 2, 3, 4 times a week, I try to keep it brief as possible, while still dropping some decent nuggets. Right, I'm just getting started out, just heating up, see what the future brings.